Well, Tootsie was another picture that I was totally shocked was a success. I mean, it was fraught with problems. I was the third director. They fired 2 directors because they had fired the directors, and it was a movie that was originally controlled by the actor, by Dustin, and Dustin had hired the directors and fired the directors. I didn't want to get into a situation where I was in the employ of the actor. So part of the condition of my going into the picture was that I was in creative control, which Dustin agreed to, and I'm grateful that he did, but it was very uncomfortable for him, and we had problems, you know. We had creative differences on the picture. We got along very well in terms of what we did moment by moment, but we fought a lot about the content of the picture, and so the tone of it while we were making it there weren't a lot of laughs on the set. So I was a bit surprised that it was as successful as it was. I wasn't sure anybody would believe he was a woman. You know, he's got an 18-inch neck, and we had a hell of a time trying to make him look like a believable woman. I can't tell you how many different hairdressers and hairdos and wigs we went through because all you did was laugh. I mean, there it was funny because he did not look like a woman for 6 months. And finally, we found a way to, with the glasses and some extensions on his upper teeth and various things, we got him to look like a woman. How does he talk? You know, this took months and months and months. We went to speech therapists. We went to psychoanalysts to talk about the psychology of women. Finally, the Southern accent is what saved it, so that he didn't have to do a falsetto. Boy, he didn't have to go talking like this, which would be silly. Once he got into the Southern accent, the pitch went up, and it went up naturally, and it kind of worked.
That was the film which I think you'd acted before Tootsie, hadn't you?
Well, I hadn't been in a movie in 22 years. I mean, I wasn't an actor anymore at all, and that I only acted because I got into a big argument with Dustin about it. He kept insisting that I play that role because he kept saying, there are no machine guns. Where are the machine guns? And some like it hot, they're machine guns. People, Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon put dresses on because somebody's going to kill them otherwise. So I kept saying, well, your agent tells you that you're not going to work again. And I had another guy cast. I had Dabney Coleman, who was in the picture in another role, cast in that role. He kept saying, if Dabney Coleman tells me I'm not going to work again, I'm not going to put on the dress. If you tell me I'm not going to work again, I'll put on the dress. And I laughed. I said, come on, Dustin, you're getting millions of dollars, you're an actor. And Dustin said, as he always says, look, acting is hard enough. Why make up what you don't have to make up? I didn't take him seriously. Then I started getting flowers, a dozen roses, with a note saying, please be my agent, love, Dorothy. Would sign it, right? Finally got a call from his agent, who was also my agent, who said, you know, you better play this role because he's going to be totally unhappy and in a funk if anybody else plays it. So I very grudgingly played it because I didn't want to stop in the middle of a very difficult picture, put on makeup, learn lines, have a costume fitting, and have everybody on the set now looking at me as an actor after I'm, you know, telling everybody what to do. It's like a holiday for school kids. They turn on you at that point and start pretending to direct you and all of that. It was a distraction for me. So I didn't really want to do it, but I did do it, and it worked. So you got to blame Dustin Hoffman now.
Well, we can blame him for also, you have since made quite a number of films as an actor.
Yes, those are, for me, really interesting ways to watch other directors work, to be honest with you. I mean, a director never gets to see another director. Actors get to see actors, and they learn from them all the time when they work. They get to see other directors. Directors are like lions, you know. They mark the corners of their set, and no other lion can come into the territory. So directors don't let other directors on their sets as a rule. So I get a call from Woody Allen or Stanley Kubrick or Bob Altman or somebody like that. It's irresistible to me. I want to go say, let me see how these guys work.
So you see it as a spying exercise?
I'm sorry?
A spying exercise.
Well, I always say I act now to spy on other directors as much as possible.